All right, we're going to be doing a prediction for what I think is probably the most important game, I guess, when it comes to world rankings, etc., this weekend, and probably going to be a very close game as well. Because some teams might drop down if the Wallabies win, etc., etc. And I think the Scottish need to really show they're still a force to be reckoned with. If they lose this game, I don't see a very good Six Nations coming up for them. I do think they have the better team. I do think Murrayfield also adds to that, and we'll break through how we're going to go. So Scotland versus the Wallabies. Quickly go through the lineups, everyone. So we got Pierre Skuman and Angus Bell at number ones, Ewan Ashman and Zander Fagerson at the front row for the Scottish, Matt Faisler and Alan Alalatoa starting in at number 3 there for Australia. So a bit of experience coming in. He does have experience playing over in Europe as well, playing for Leinster and things like that. Then you got Grant Gilchrist and Scott Cummings in at 4 and 5, Jeremy Williams and Will Skelton at 4 and 5. So the big boy Will Skelton back. And I think Jeremy Williams, he's actually been a bit of a rock for the Australian team in the Rugby Championship and also now in the Autumn Series as well. Jamie Ritchie, the ever reliable, Rory Darge, Matt Fagerson in back row for the Scots. You got Rob Valentini, Carlo Tizzano, who is now in for the injured McWright, who got injured last week, which is a big loss. I rate him. He is a gun. McWright, he is great. But Tizzano is a good fill-in. The man is a tackling machine, and his offensive game has gotten better as well. And then you got Harry Wilson back again, El Capitano himself, with a great hairline, obviously. Then you got number 9 and 10 for Scotland, Ben White and Finn Russell. At number 9 for Australia, Jake Gordon and 10, Noah Lolesio. That'll be a great matchup. I mean, Finn Russell obviously has the take for 10. But Jake Gordon is a live wire. He's always following up. And Ben White has been solid as well, especially in club level. Then you got Duan van der Merwe, Sione Tui Polotu, Hugh Jones, Darcy Graham, and Blair Kinghorn to finish off the backs for Scotland. Darcy Graham back. Tui Polotu, he's been solid as ever. And a lot of people always thought, the only reason why he's in the Scottish team is because he's obviously been over there for a few years. No, he's actually got a Scottish grandmother, so he does have Scottish heritage. So good on him. He's captaining the team as well, man. Great, good to see. And he's a nice guy as well, it seems. So for Australia, I mean, how is Scotland going to win with Harry Potter on the left wing? I mean, dude, he's got magic. If you get the reference, if you do watch Harry Potter. But Harry Potter, what a name. In at number 11, Len Ikitau, who has been really, really solid for Australia in this tour. Joseph Suali'i is in at 13. The schoolboy union player then went to the NRL as he got offered more money, and now he's back on the big bucks. So let's see if he can wrap up his tackles. I can see a yellow card coming. I mean, World Rugby has given him a free pass so far. So I hope he learns from it and actually wraps up his tackles. Andrew Callaway, he's always a live wire on the right wing. And Tom Wright, who destroyed Wales. I mean, he just ran rings around him. So we'll see how he goes as well against a better team. I think this is going to be a great game. Then the bench, we'll go for the front row bench for Scotland, Dylan Richardson, Rory Sutherland, and Will Hurd. Then you got for Australia, Brandon Paenga Amosa, Isaac Kailia, Zane Nongor in for them. So a bit of a drop-off in quality there on the bench for Australia. Then you got Alex Craig, Josh Bayliss, and Greg Horn, Tom Jordan, and Kyle Rowe for Scotland. 19, Lucan Salakaya Lotto in at 19, Mender Big. He's a key player, I think, for Australia. He'll get minutes. Lungy Gleeson, Tate McDermott, Ben Donaldson, Max Jorgensen. I think Ben Donaldson is probably, in my opinion, the best 10 Australia has, but he doesn't have age on his side like Lola Seal. Tate McDermott, man, that dude, whenever he comes on, he almost nearly scores a try all the time. He's such a live wire. He speeds the game up. And then you got Lungi Gleeson. I mean, I don't know if you know a lot about him. You might not know a lot about him, depending where you are in the world. He plays Super Rugby and whatever, but the first time I seen a bit of aggression from the Australian team in the whole rugby championship was when Lungi Gleeson came on. This guy actually brought a bit of aggression. He actually got to go forward, and I think he was one of the reasons why he's stayed on the bench now, because he brings that impact where Australia just kind of lacked it in the rugby championship, and where he brought it on. And that's why they got Sakaya Loto and him on the bench, where they can bring that impact, bring a bit of brute strength when they come on. So be interesting to see how the bench is going to kind of inflict this game as well. Let's have a bit of a squiz here at the last few results of these two teams. So the last few games for Australia, you can see here, smashed Wales 50 points, 52 points to 20. Beat England 42-37 with the last play try to win it. It's not that they were being very much outplayed. England were the better team on the day, in my opinion, but Australia made the most of every opportunity they got. They lost to New Zealand 33-13. They lost to New Zealand 31-28 in Australia, where it seemed Australia were going to make this crazy comeback. Got absolutely destroyed by Argentina before that in a record-breaking loss, and then they beat Argentina the week before as well. So from where they've come, it's crazy to where they are now. It just shows you the difference a bit of belief makes, right? You can get any team you want. They have the tool set, they have the cattle. It's just about actually instilling the belief in them, and that's what I think Schmitty has brought as a coach. And then Suali'i, he has brought a bit of that X factor as well. So the last few results for Scotland: smashed Portugal 59-21 with pretty much their B team. Lost to South Africa 32-15, should have been a closer game. Destroyed Fiji 57-17 with Fiji missing, a lot of their top players. Beat Uruguay 31-19 and smashed Chile the week before as well, and USA. They did an America's tour, which was pretty cool. But yeah, so it's both teams are coming into it with, quite a lot of wins. Apart from, I guess, that loss against South Africa. For the Scottish, hopefully they learned from it, but we will see. So my prediction on this one here, I think it's going to be much closer than people think. I think there's going to be an upset. I really do. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel, a team with a lot of belief, I think that they're going to win. Even though I think 9 times out of 10, I'd pick Scotland to win this, but I'm picking Australia to upset here by 1 point. I'm thinking maybe a scoreline, something like 27-26, around about there. So I'm thinking Australia just to edge it out, maybe with a last minute penalty, maybe something like that, but that's yet again if they don't give up too many penalties. That's the only thing I can think of with Australia not winning, is if they keep giving up penalties like they do, one gets yellow carded, like Suali'i or something for a no arms tackle, that'll change the whole game right there. So let me know what your predictions are below. Do you think Australia can close it out leading into Irish game next week? Let me know below. Or do you think the Scots at home, Murrayfield, beautiful, beautiful anthem they have where, they have the bagpipe playing on top of the stadium, not even anyone singing the national anthem, the whole crowd just singing it like crazy. Man, like it always gives me chills. I can't wait to watch this game. Let me know what you think below. Do you agree, disagree? Who do you think is going to win? Let me know your predictions down below. Put them in the comments now so we can see how we go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.